What is up, guys? John back here with another video, and look what we have here. Bluetti eb3a, and guess what? It is charging. So just a quick story, and I'm sure a lot of people have this issue too, especially with this eb3a. So it was completely dead, was not turning on. If it did turn on, I had to have it plugged into AC like I have it now, and it would only, for a split second, it would flash on the screen, and it would show 100% every single time. So long story short, I decided, you know what? I'm not going to use this anymore. So it literally sat for probably 6, 7, 8 months, not used. I had no idea if it was at 100% or if it was at 0%. I did not know. So long story short, I got a little curious last weekend, and I said, you know what? I wonder what would happen if I charged it from DC. So what I did was I hooked up a source for the DC so it thinks it's getting solar input when it was getting just regular DC from another DC power station. And sure enough, I could see that it would charge to 100%, then it would drop a little bit, then it would go back up to 100%, then it would drop a little bit. And what I did was I dual charged it with AC and DC, and I did that for about 3 or 4 times, and then I started to notice while it was doing that, while I was charging with that, I put a draw on the AC, and I was able to turn the AC inverter on, which that was never able to happen. So long story short, I let it sit like that for probably 3 to 4 hours, and then it was saying 100%, and it wasn't turning off, it was staying on. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. Hooked up an AC load to it, and I was able to discharge this to 0. Now, the first time it discharged, it didn't let me recharge it again. It was doing the same thing all over again, so I had to once again hook up DC to it, let it charge for about 3 to 4 hours, and then top it off with AC like I'm doing now, and it was able to work. So what I'm thinking is this thing just put itself in like a deep discharge cycle, or it put itself in a deep hibernation, so it wasn't allowing me to charge it or use it or anything. I almost literally just dissected this thing, so I just wanted to see how the inside looked, and I said, you know what, let me give it one more shot. And sure enough, it started to charge, and I was like, wow. The capacity for the first test was horrible. It was like 170 watt hours, which is awful. I think that's 70%, if that. And then the second one was 75%. So I was like, okay, you know, it's starting to get better. So I'm going to charge it one more time, and I'm going to discharge it one more time just to kind of see like what I would get out of it. But if I could get 200 watt hours out of this thing after 3 years, I'm okay with that, you know, especially considering that I was about to throw the thing away, you know, because Bluetti wasn't really answering my calls. They said I had to package it up and ship it all the way back to them. I was like, I'm not dealing with all that crap. So I just said, you know what, let me try it one more time. Sure enough, it worked. So if anyone's having the same issue with this, try to DC charge it for a few hours while AC charging, and hopefully it unlocks and starts to work.